Las Vegas, the city of bright neon lights, casinos, and gargantuan buildings, 24-hour food and buffet lines the size of football fields. Welcome to Vegas. But did you know that on Paradise Road, there's a Malaysian restaurant called Satay Asian Bistro Bar? We met the owner in their second eatery near the east side of the strip.
Food has always been very central in our family. My dad's a great cook, my mom's a great cook. My dad's always loved the restaurant industry. We chased some good restaurants wherever we went. We traveled the world. And my mom actually started a catering company when we were growing up. And so, again, yes and no. My dad started investing into a restaurant in Malaysia. And so kind of got into that a little bit when I was a little bit more as an adult. And so just by chance, you know, again, we've invested first into a couple of more nightclub lounges in Tacoma, which is where I grew up, Washington. And that kind of just was a springboard for us to decide to get into the restaurant business. You know what? Actually, I looked at it from this way. I see in the U.S. in particular, in the 1970s, you know, Chinese food was kind of the rage. Then it seemed like in the 80s and especially in the 90s, Thai food became kind of the rage, and then it's getting a little bit more sophisticated. You know, Japanese fare is very well accepted now, including even Vietnamese food is actually, in certain locations, it's getting to be very appreciated. A lot of pho restaurants are opening. I look at Malaysian cuisine as the next wave. I mean, even if you go to mostly any restaurant nowadays, especially on the strip, you'll see a few offering that is of Malaysian origin. You know, namely things like nasi goreng, you know, Indonesian, Malaysian. You'll see satays, you know, a variation of it to some degree. I just feel like Malaysian food is actually very easily accepted in terms of the taste. I mean, spiciness can be toned down a little bit, if you will, but other than that, the taste itself, because Malaysian cuisine is so eclectic, being a Malay and, you know, some Chinese influence in it, as well as some Indian influence. So it's not as, I guess, uncommon or it's easy on the palate. We still are always educating our clientele. I think there will always be a need just because of there's some words that are a little bit foreign. I mean, to say beef rendang it's very hard. You know, they anglicize it and say rendang or something like that. So there are some obstacles or challenges to actually educate folks on Malaysian cuisine. But once they try it, it's actually they tend to enjoy it. With any cuisine, though, you have to localize it to some degree. So what we would know as asam laksa and very strong fish flavor from Malaysia, we do have to tone it down a little bit here. But that's with any cuisine, you know. Pizza is not what Italians know it as pizza. So again, we're in the United States. We know that we're customer driven, so we do have to localize the taste a little bit. I think with the globalization of the world economy and everything else, things are much more easily accessible. You know, in the past we probably had to have it be sourced out of Malaysia, but being that Las Vegas is very close to California, LA in particular, which is a major market, a major port, it's now, you know, we don't find I mean, occasionally seasonal issues will come up, but other than that, we're able to source just about anything out of LA. The reason we chose the name Satay was because we wanted, in our hope, 100% of the people who walk through our doors to order satay. People are familiar with satay. Some people get it wrong and think it's of Thai origin because satay has been served in Thai restaurants for a long time. But we do it the authentic Malaysian way, marinated, served with our peanut sauce that we make from scratch. We also are very popular in selling char kway teow, as well as our beef rendang is very authentic. We don't call ourselves a fusion restaurant because we really do serve authentic Malaysian cuisine. Yes, we localize it a little bit, but we try to stay as true to the authentic Malaysian flavors as much as possible. We work very closely with the Malaysian Tourism Board out of LA. They visited our location. Actually, I think it was in May that they did a big food festival in the hopes of drumming up tourism to Malaysia, and brought in a couple of chefs actually from Malaysia. And we were the only restaurant that they did here in Las Vegas, and we basically pubbed it for the whole month of May and got people in to try our nasi lemak, which is our signature dish for that event. And we were just voted the best Asian restaurant in all of Las Vegas by Las Vegas Weekly Reader's Choice. So it's actually the readers of Las Vegas Weekly, which is the food and beverage and entertainment magazine here in Las Vegas. So we were very proud of that, and it's just more of an affirmation that people are getting familiar with Malaysian cuisine and know that we put out good product. We would love to entertain everybody and anybody who's coming to Las Vegas here looking for good Malaysian cuisine. We have our original location in Chinatown. That's right at the start of Chinatown. We're here on Restaurant Road, just half a block north of East Flamingo, on Paradise, so 3900 Paradise Road, which is a great location not only for locals, but definitely for tourists as well, especially the conventionaires that are in town. So we're, again, a mile either way of the strip from the Wynn Casino.
Here's the address for Satay Asian Bistro and Bar. Stay tuned for the next episode of World's Best Malaysian Restaurants.